This is BullionMax, the podcast. Hi, I'm Mark Allen, along with Sean Reynolds, the customer service manager for BullionMax. Hello, Sean.
Hi, how you doing, Mark?
I'm doing great. You know, even though Christmas and the holidays are behind us, as we look into 2023, we're going to need all kinds of gifts, baby gifts, wedding gifts, gifts, and more. And I thought we'd talk about the new gift guide that BullionMax has right up on the website. And you can just go to it right now and find it. And there's all kinds of great ideas for those who don't have a lot of money to spend and for those who may want to make it a little bit extra special.
Yeah, and what I've found is every few days I come across someone who's looking for something specifically for a gift, and the options of what they're looking for really are quite different. Some people are looking for a little token type of thing to mark an event or something like that. Others are looking for something that's more high dollars, a congratulations type of gift, something that shows you did a great job. Here's a reward type of thing. So I think it's important for people to remember that though we're talking about purchasing precious metals such as gold, that doesn't mean that you have to spend a lot of money on it. If that's the type of gift you want to give, then sure. But I think it's important to remember the memories that are going to be created by this gift are going to do more than anything about the value of the item. You know, Mark, I hear from a lot of people who say, I got into silver because my grandfather gave me a Morgan dollar. I still have that. And I remember where we were when he gave that to me. Okay, he still is thinking about his grandfather when he thinks about this coin. So precious metals are kind of a unique gift to give in that way, because it can create those memories and be much more special than what you paid for it or even what the item is. It's going to be the memory that comes from receiving the gift by the receiver that is what could possibly last a lifetime.
And you can, at one point, maybe if your grandfather has given you a silver Morgan, 25 years ago, when you have grandkids, you can do the same thing and make it generation to generation to generation. I think that's a great thing that you can do with gold, silver, coins. I think that's a great way of having a family heirloom, really.
Sure. Now, the thing we have today that Grandpa didn't have way back when is teeny tiny dollar coins. So that Sacagawea just isn't going to have the same kind of punch that Morgan did, because the Morgan had size. Okay, a 1 ounce coin or round could certainly suffice in that same situation. A lot of folks love eagles for this purpose, American Eagles, and get the current year if you want to, or a random year, doesn't matter, because it really is about giving that gift and making that impression upon the recipient. You know, there's nothing about that Morgan dollar that doesn't say I love you when it comes from Grandpa. How cool is that? But it's a thing. Yeah, it's a thing. Yeah. Not many things can do that. So what I'd like to do is kind of go through some of these things that we are offering that can help with that moment. If you're not sure what you want to buy, this may help you. If you're pretty sure what you want to buy, this may help you cut to the chase and find that item a little faster. So the gift guide is very cool. And for the silver lover, the very top box that we have there, if you click on that box, it's going to take you to the Silver Starter Collection that features 5 ounces of silver, and it's all coins. There are no bars or rounds in there in the current version of this, but that also includes a silverback note. Now, BullionMax is the sole distributor of that particular product. We're quite proud of it. And the silver is atomized and it's actually manufactured into that note. So
Wow.
yeah, it's fantastic. It's also rather large. It's 3 by 7. So if you're looking at it and you're thinking dollar bill size, blow that up a little bit. Um, that could also on its own, if your silver lover already has the coins that go with that collection, or that's beyond your budget, that particular item is available for $10 on the site. So just search for silverback, one word, there's no S on the end. It's now silverbacks, silverback, or dragon, and it will bring up any items that we have that had dragons.
Is there a gold back as well?
There are gold backs as well, yes, and that's kind of the originator, and that would be another great gift simply because they're affordable. They too are made of precious metals and they're gorgeous. Chances are your recipient doesn't have this unless they're already hip to goldbacks and they've been collecting them. But they start a little over $5 and they go up to $200. So you've got a whole variety of things there. And currently we have goldback notes from 4 different states. As more states are added, we will make those available too. And now the company that makes them is now starting to make their own unique individual Americana ones, and we are carrying those too. Those are a little tougher to keep in stock, but another great gift idea for, you know, the guy who's got everything, so to speak. They may not have that, so that's a pretty cool idea.
Yeah, it is. We were talking before we started recording our show today about, you know, Valentine's Day is coming up, and there are other special romantic holidays. I think rather than a vacuum cleaner or a new garbage disposal,
Yes. Okay. Now, just a moment here. Okay, appliances don't make good gifts. As
we're
much as
helping you
it
guys.
would be
Trust me.
great to have a new blender, a new vacuum cleaner, I think they send an unintended message to the recipient that maybe you're not vacuuming as much as you ought to, or maybe you should put the pizza down and make a smoothie. You know, it's probably not a good message to send. But we were also talking earlier that there are certain generations of folks who are not fans of diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I can see that, how that would have no importance in their life, but metals and money always would. So I think that would make metals a much safer bet as a gift than a diamond, unless of course you've heard more than a hint that that is what is desired as the next gift. So but just amazing the options that we have. So we talked about the starter collection maybe being a good gift. It's about $150 roughly. Of course, that's market rate price. So if the market goes up or down since we record this, it may not cost that amount. But we also have licensed products that are pretty cool. So we've got some Simpsons items, we've got some Disney items. They're all silver, they're pure silver, but they may be painted on, just gorgeous, vibrant colors and fun. So again, if your Disney fan doesn't have something like that, or your Simpsons fan doesn't have something like that, that can be a great one. We also have some James Bond 007 items
I
that
love
range
that.
in
Those are
price.
terrific.
And yeah, I mean, it's there's a little something for everyone. We don't have this huge selection of things, so we're actually pretty easy to shop to see what we do have that might be slightly off the beaten path of, you know, the usual stuff.
Let's take a look at some of the special items that are being featured in the 2023 gift guide. Let's start with the birth coin.
Yes.
Tell us
Okay.
about that.
The Perth Mint has come up with a series of coins for special events, and we do carry these and do a pretty good job keeping these in stock. What you have is either a half-ounce coin or a full-ounce coin that comes in special packaging that is designed for gift giving. And so you customize that for them for the gift. So if it is the birth of a child, obviously you'd fill in all the information you have about the birthday, its weight and length, all of that fun stuff, what the baby's name is, how did that name come to be, all the type of things that you would normally put into a baby book, you can put right on this packaging. So that's pretty cool. Then we also have one for birthdays. Happy birthday, big old cake with candles on it. That one's a pure ounce or a full ounce of silver. Nice birthday cake image on the coin. And again, you customize the packaging for your birthday person that you're giving it to. And then there is also a...
Hold on a second. I had a question about that one. And that is, it looks to me like there's some painting on that silver coin.
Right? Yes, the cake is painted on there. So it's not just a stamped or minted image in there. And the Perth Mint does such a great job making these look absolutely super fantastic. It's a very contemporary looking cake. And that kind of adds some of the fun to the gift.
So tasty too.
Yes.
Yes.
And the newborn baby is also there's an image on that. Really cute little baby, kind of almost like in the stork delivery blanket type of thing, swinging a little bit. But then we also have the wedding coin. So again, packaging allows them or you to complete the information about the blessed event. So all of those are well under $100.
And those are painted on there. There's painting on that as well. I'm looking at it. We're looking at it as we speak. And it says, congratulations. There's a man and a woman embracing, and it can be anybody.
Yeah. And you have the rings.
And you've got the rings, which are painted on. They're entwined and they're painted on in gold. And these
fantastic.
Are from the Perth as well.
Yes, also from the Perth. They kind of have this special event. Excuse me, this special event series. They do a fantastic job just in general, but I think they really knocked it out of the park with these special event coins.
Let's take a look at new arrivals.
Yes,
because we've been anticipating some things. I know that the King Charles has not arrived yet, but other coins that we've been waiting for have been released, and they are in stock and supply at BullionMax.
Yes, so we had the most requests for American Eagles. When are you going to finally get the 2023s in? They are in silver, they are in gold, and the buffalo is also in gold. So we have a great supply of the 2023s. We have 2023 Britannias with the Queen on them still. Now that might be a good pickup, because eventually when King Charles takes over, you won't see the Queen anymore. And Mark, though we don't have them, I've seen the coin, and King Charles is almost unrecognizable to me. If I didn't know that was supposed to be him, I wouldn't know it's him. So I don't think they did a great job choosing the portrait. But then again, maybe I don't look at him, from the profile.
Right, yeah.
I'm used to looking at him, head on. But also,
we had talked about something not long ago, that when a monarch changes, the next monarch, they change the profile, so it goes from left to right or right to left.
Yes, and King Charles looking off to the left looks all kinds of wrong, because we've seen the Queen in the other direction all these years. I mean, all my life, certainly, she's looking that way. So
mine as well.
Yeah. So yeah, it's all kinds of wrong. But I know there are a number of people who are really excited about that. Normally, the first item in a series and the last item in a series, they can have some elements of collectability to them, simply because if there are people collecting every year, well, they need those. You need the first one, you need the last one for sure, and then you just try to fill in between. So we have that. We've got the Philharmonics are in. We're still waiting on Kangaroos. I don't know if Kangaroos will start with King Charles or if there will be any with the Queen on there as kind of a hangover. We are also still waiting for 2023 Canadian Maple Leaf coins. So I am not sure whether the Queen will be featured on that or if when those are introduced, those will all be King Charles, of course, to me, looking in the wrong direction.
Got it. Well,
Yeah.
and he's, I don't mean to be nasty or anything. He's just not as physically attractive as his mother was.
He is not a good looking man. I mean,
No, he's,
call it what it is. He's not a good looking
hey,
man.
it is what it is. What it is. We have some other items to go through.
Yes.
Wanted to just mention starter kits because this might be a great gift as well. Tell us about the silver and gold starter kits, if you
right. So kind of as the kickoff, we talked about the Silver Dragon starter kit. Sometimes these can be hard to find on the site if you don't know how to search the site or how to use it. The best thing to do is put the word kit, K-I-T, in the search box, and you'll see any of the kits that we have available. The one exception to that would be the Patriot Silver Collection, in which case just put the word Patriot in the search box and you'll find that. Otherwise, the other collections that we have for available normally has the word kit in its title, and that's a great way to find it. So whether that's the George Norrie collection, his starter kit, which is currently a 6-piece unit that has an Aztec calendar silver round, which is pretty cool. That is also available separately. If you're like, you looked at the Norrie collection, you go, wow, that's awesome. But $200 is out of my budget. Well, it is available. Again, just use the search box and put the word Aztec in, and it's the only item that will come up. So that's an easy way to search for that. Then we also have one that features a gold back note, the one we're currently calling it the Beefeater. We initially had it available with the Buffalo. We sold through those, so now it's available with the Wolf. We hope to have the Buffaloes back again very soon, because that's a much more substantial gold back in terms of the metal weight that's in there.
And you said that the gold backs start at like $5 a piece, all the way up to 200.
Yeah,
and that fluctuates depending on the price of gold.
No, those are fixed priced items, actually.
Those are big. Oh, okay.
So the inventory of those comes and goes, but we've got ones, fives, tens, and 20s are kind of the denominations, and then each of them has a respective increasing amount of gold content in them. So the reason I think I like the Buffalo, I think that Buffalo has a full gram of gold in it. I think I may be wrong, but
wow.
Fact checking. Do it? No, that wasn't in the budget. I think. Okay, I think.
Got it.
Full gram.
Let's take a look at the gift guide. Silver rounds and bars.
Yeah, some people like just good old bullion. They like silver rounds and bars. If you haven't seen them yet, we feature the Mason Mint Buffalo round, and there are a number of different ones that I've seen in my career, and I think this is the most attractive one I've ever seen. The detail on it is absolutely outstanding. It looks more like a high relief coin, if you've ever seen one of those in person or pictures of that, than a kind of a blasé, here's an ounce of silver, Kachunka, have a nice day. It used to be our most expensive round, and currently, as we record this, it's our least expensive round now. So the one that costs the least is the most attractive. So certainly go seek that out. But Mason Mint is what you're looking for there. I believe they're $5.29 over spot, any quantity.
And that's silver.
That's a silver round.
Silver rounds. Let's take a look at the gold coin gift guide.
Mm-hmm. Now, the thing that's important about gold coins is obviously you're going to have a little more cost involved with gold coins, but we have broken these down by categories in the gift guide. So we have some that are under some items that are under $200, and of course that's going to be your your 1 gram gold bar is going to be more in that type of more of that type of price range. Between $200 and $500, you're going to find 10th ounce gold coins. You may find a 1/4 ounce gold coin in there. My favorite, the 5 gram gold bar, is a fantastic way to purchase gold with a very low premium. And then, from there, you start to get into, over $500. And those are probably purposeful gifts, like we were talking about, a congratulations or reward or something like that, where you may be looking at a full ounce coin, maybe an American buffalo, for example. That's kind of a special yet standard bullion coin, or maybe a proof gold buffalo. If you want a more special version, a proof gold eagle,
Could
for
you
example.
explain to us what a proof coin is?
Yeah, proof coin has a shiny finish. They strike it one more time. There's a much lower mintage than the standard bullion coins that are issued, so they are just inherently more collectible. They also come with special packaging that has a little certificate of authenticity, comes in a capsule inside either a little box or a velvety folder. Very nice presentation for those. And even 10th ounce gold eagles can come as a proof with that special packaging. But if that sounds like an extra interest to you, please check that out on our website, because they're, sometimes you want that extra little bit of specialness to your gift.
Right.
And I think proofs are great for that, because that's exactly what they are. They are a little bit more special because they're not the standard version.
And you don't necessarily touch those like you do other coins?
You typically wouldn't. I mean, you want to handle your coins minimally to begin with, but since it's already in a capsule, you probably would never touch it.
Well, let's take a look at something that's a little bit less expensive, and that would be the silver coins gift guide.
Sure. Absolutely. And so with the silver coins, you can get just about any 1 ounce silver standard bullion under $50. Most of them are hanging around $30. American Eagles are kind of hanging closer to 40 these days. But those can be special too. Like I was saying, if you want to give a gift that has a little more impact, that looks more like a silver dollar that Grandpa, gave you years ago, and right, you want to give something of that similar size, this would be where you'd go to find that. So whether that is a round like the Mason Mint round, or a silver Krugerrand, for example, or the Britannia that still has the Queen on it. Those are all options that would be available for well under $50. Then when you get over $50, but maybe not quite $100 yet, you get into like that Meat-Eater collection that we talked about, or perhaps some of those licensed products that we have, like the Disney coins and the Simpsons and things of that.
Yeah.
And then over $100, then
let's pick up so I can edit that out.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Now you can go.
Okay.
Ugh.
So then over $100, we have, more collections, obviously. But then you get into things like maybe a 10 ounce silver bar, or a 100 ounce silver bar, or a kilo, or tubes of coins that are available for sale, depending upon, what what level of, how much you want to spend on your gift for that particular person. I see a couple of new things that we have here. Here's a lot of 5 1-ounce bars, and then there's a lot of 10 1-ounce bars, and a lot of 20 1-ounce bars. So when you start talking about more than $100 in silver, you're probably talking about multiple ounces if you're not looking at something like a 10-ounce bar or something larger than that. So
Well,
lots of options, lots of ideas, lots of variety without going so far off into left field that your recipient is left wondering why you purchased that for them.
Sean, we only have a moment or two left. I just want to give an overview, if you wouldn't mind, on BullionMax and why this is the place to buy your gold, silver, palladium, and other precious metal gifts, as well as for investment opportunities.
Absolutely. Well, at BullionMax, we totally recognize that investing or holding or giving gifts is important. And we're not going to push you into buying anything. We are more of a concierge service that's going to show you around and make recommendations rather than be pushy. Are you buying today? Are you buying today? Oh, I got another call. I got to go. That's really not the way that BullionMax works. We're going to take the time to show you what's available, whether it's for an investment or whether it is for a gift. And we want you to decide what you purchase. We don't want you to buy stuff because we told you to. You're more likely to not be happy with that because that guy sold me on that.
You're right.
Right. So it's really important. And if people have questions, we're happy to take the time to walk them through options for investing and why you would buy this versus that. Or if you have different needs for your investment, maybe you want to hold some metal, but what if you have to use it as currency? Okay, well, you might make slightly different choices if you're just going to hold it and you'll never use it as currency. Or if you think you would need to use it to purchase things, you might make slightly different choices. We're happy to walk through all of those things with you to develop a strategy to help you build your portfolio.
Listen, I thank you very much for your time today. And, if you're watching, as you're watching, you're thinking about a gift for a special someone for a special occasion, from new babies to weddings. And I did that backwards, from weddings to babies.
Well, maybe it didn't go in
Maybe,
order, but it's a
whatever.
blessed event either way. We're not judging.
We're not judging. You're right. So that you can make a great gift for, your family and friends. Sean, thank you very much. Look forward to seeing you on our next episode.
Absolutely. And of course, subscribe. Yes. If you find this fun, informative, interesting, or whatever, don't forget to
please subscribe. Thank you very much. I'm Mark Allen for Sean Reynolds. We'll see you in our next edition of BullionMax.